What is the church's stand on OFWs? Specifically, that they leave their families to support them financially?
I'm quite sure that the church's stance is one of at least sadness that many people have to leave their families just in order to find a job and to support them. But I'm pretty sure one of the commissions of the CBCP, that's the Catholic Conference of Bishops of the Philippines, has probably the Commission on Family Life has some material on this, but I don't have time to research it. But I'm pretty sure the church would like families to stay together rather than have prolonged absences of members, because that has that presents difficulties, especially if a parent is the one who is away, and therefore the children suffer the loss of the guidance and the affirmation of one parent. Okay.
As a priest, and as someone who may have encountered children or couples with an OFW in the family, what advice would you give them?
Well, the most important thing really of keeping a family, Christian family, strong is communication. So it should be part of the budget. This was much harder before, but now there's no excuse really, to even Skype, to keep in contact, communication, because relationships thrive on communication. When there is no communication, the rapport and the connection becomes weakened, and then especially in terms of couples, the temptations become strong, and sometimes marriages suffer because of that. I would precisely counsel them also to continue to fulfill their religious commitments even while they're abroad, to go to Sunday worship, to have a prayer life, and so on. I would tell the children who are remaining, of course, again, also to keep praying with and for their family members. Sometimes it's not necessarily the parents, it could be an elder brother or sister, but it's more difficult when it's a parent who has to go abroad, to pray for them, to pray with them, to not to make too many demands, because it can be very, very difficult.
What would you tell children who lose faith because of the absence of parents in their lives?
If I were to tell them something, I would tell them, I feel for you, I feel for your loss. It seems like, your parents aren't dead, but especially at the time when you're growing up and you need them to be there for you. Well, they're there for you, but they're far away for you, trying to earn a living to support your basic needs and your education, but they're not here for you, and I know that's very painful. And sometimes God can feel that way, but if you devote some time to quiet prayer and faith, this is a test of your faith, then you might be able to know the mystery of God's love. And I don't know if this will help. Sometimes people should remember that our truest parent is God. Even our flesh and blood parents or adoptive parents, they are not really our realest parents. The truest parent we have is God. By our compassion, there can be faith, and there can be hope and love.